I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Dr. Charles Apoki. I am my best friend. Mio. Shaja. I am my best friend. I am my best fan. Me and myself, we are in the majority. My daughter once asked me, she said, Daddy, when you become a grandfather, when you get old, will you still be behaving like that? I like this. I told her, I will become more mischievous. I will become more mischievous. There is nothing like accepting yourself. Just accepting yourself, celebrating yourself, using yourself the way you are, improve on it, serve humanity. There's nothing like it. I don't want to be anybody else. I am myself. I like myself. We're talking about unstoppable people and successful people. Everything I've been saying is D, if you have been following me. D number 5, they are daring. They dare. Like Paul, Pompey, when told not to risk his life to cross to Rome in the midst of a tempest, he said, "It is necessary for me to go, but it is not necessary for me to live." I shared with my WhatsApp group, one of the greatest freedoms I enjoy is that I don't fear death. I don't fear what man can do to me. I only care about those who my life is blessing. That's why I take care, take precautions, live healthy. But if not, don't care. Esther said, "If I perish, I perish." Daring. The 3 Hebrew boys said, "Even if the Lord will not save us, we will not bow before your image." Even if, they didn't say, "If I be a man of God." Even if, in Hebrews chapter 11, towards the ending, there were some people who did not receive deliverance. They died, but they had faith. Faith in God doesn't mean that. I shared tipping point when Elisha was sick of the illness that killed him. Stop all these false doctrines you are peddling around, that as a believer you should not fall sick. As a believer, there are some churches, if young people die, they don't announce the death. You are deceiving yourselves. You are hypocritical. We are prone to danger. We are prone to fear. We are prone to challenges. But we conquer fear by advancing forward. When I was to build the school, it was a pond, it was water. I would go inside the pond and I would call the buildings into existence. Today, those buildings are there. Those buildings are there. Dare and dare to walk alone. Blind Bartimaeus said, "Son of David, have mercy on me." The more they pressed him, the more he shouted. The woman with the issue of blood said, "If I can touch the hem of his garment, I'll be made whole." Custom, tradition, religion, church people. Church people, they had to drive me from the church committee at the point. They drove me away. They drove me. My bishop was tired of Dr. Boki. He drove him away. They removed him from the church committee because this head no correct. I know say my head no correct. To say my head correct, I never reach this level. My head no correct. The leprous men at the gate said, "Why sit here and die?" Jewish tradition believes that the 4 lepers at the gate are Gehazi and his 3 sons. If it is true, despite the fact that there was judgment upon him, he decided to advance. David said, Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Let me ask you a simple question. If you see a street with a signboard, the valley of the shadow of death, you go enter, will you pass through that? Or the Lord prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You see food, you see your enemies. Will you have appetite to eat? Will you have appetite to eat? Huh? So, will you be bold enough to step into the entrance to the valley of the shadow of death? Let me tell you something. There was a man called Richard Brinsley Sheridan. Richard Brinsley Sheridan. He made a mess of his first speech in Parliament. They laughed him to scorn. But as he sat down in humiliation, he shouted, "It is in me! It is in me! It is in me! It will come out! It is in me! It will come out!" Even though his teacher called him a dunce, he became an eloquent statesman and an orator. I want somebody, after watching this video, call your children, show them this video, share it with somebody. Go to the mirror and tell yourself, "It is in me, it is in me, it will come out. It is in me, it will come out." I don't allow the opinions of men to become a sentence in my life. Don't allow the opinions of men to become verdicts. It's only a version of opinions. Don't allow it to be. And if you try nonsense near me, I hit back, man. They will always want to intimidate you. I think you are a preacher, you are a Christian. Don't try me. You will learn the hard way. Don't try. I will hit you back. Me, I will hit you back. I will hit you back. I won't give you my jaw to slap in the first instance. I will hold your hand. And I will squeeze it. And I will sing a Nigerian song. You go undo. You go undo. It's fine. I won't allow you slap me in the first instance. That law was said when they were under Roman occupation. Me, Omo Robo. Hey, Omo Bendia. Me, when they born for Nigeria here, free born, worry man. Then you slap me. Before you go slap me, I go hold your hand. I go hold your hand. Then I go press am. Then I go sing for you. You go wundo. You go wundo. The kingdom of God on earth. Let Christians not behave like sissies. It will drive people away from the church. We must be a people who people don't dare mess up with. I saw an American general speaking. He said, "You don't mess up. If you mess up with America, other people will raise your children. If you mess up with America, other people will raise your children." Those are the people who wrote in their currency, "In God we trust." Be daring! Be daring! Be daring! Be daring. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. The online seminar is coming up on the 1st of May. People are registering very fast from different countries. Send a message to me on +234 705213 6763. I will send you the flyer and I will register you in my WhatsApp group. And then I have properties for sale. Send a message to me on +234 705213 6763. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Listen. They took my gari to the market yesterday to sell. And I'm going to collect money. They sold the last time gari 110,000. I don't know how much they will sell now. I might get $250,000 from Gary. I planted the cassava with my worker. I weeded. I watered. Now listen, when the cassava stems I wanted to plant, oh, they will not grow. They will not grow. Then I asked myself, what was absent from the cassava stems? Was it not water? Then I cut them into bits and soaked them inside water. Then I planted them and they grew. They grew. There was a style they were using to plant before then. My worker and I, we planted Chinese style. And we are harvesting cassava from a small space now. Going to get close to $250,000. I will buy cement. I've molded blocks before. I will level up the building. Gary, you are there complaining. As a rural pastor, there's a lot to do. Just dare do it. It is in you. It will come out. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki.